Alright, first off, I apologize for the crappy quality of the video. I would not recommend CamStudio. Luckily, most of the video is simply screenshots. Alright, this is an advanced redstone tutorial on how to make an awesome security system for the entrance to your mine. I designed it specifically for multiplayer servers. On the server that I play on, you can claim regions as well as lock switches. People can still manage to get in your secret stash rooms with the teleportation properties of enderpearls, so I wanted to make a system that was not affected by this, and also something that taught any raiders not to mess with my stuff. Okay, so a quick overview of what exactly this does. An unpowered powered rail stops you. You see two buttons, and in the case of my server, one button is locked and the other is not. Loot-happy raiders will click the only button available, which will send them into an inescapable pit of lava. But anyone with rights to the second button will know to click that one first, quickly followed by the first switch, which will power the cart. The second button's purpose is to first switch the rail, and secondly to move the pistons, allowing safe access to the mine. The system is set up so that exiting the mine is simple with no buttons or security, but the passage will still close tightly behind you once more. Step 1. This is where your track drops down into the beginning of your mine. This is pretty self-explanatory. The cart detector connected to the powered rail is for exiting the mine only. Step 2. Make a simple circuit behind the first button. This is intended to power the track once the first button is clicked. Step 3. Notice that more track has been built. This wiring part is intended to extend the time of the charge made by the button. All repeaters are at full delay. Note the redstone torch, where it switches tracks. This torch should be wired so that without clicking the button, the cart is directed towards a lava pit. So what I'm saying is that depending on your situation, it should be wired to be naturally powered or not. Step 4 is pretty simple. You just make a lava pit. Alright, step 5. This is a new circuit now. Notice how this one is wired to the second button, but is done so across the track. Also note the sponge block, which is very necessary so that this circuit does not interfere with step 1 circuit. The wiring goes underneath the track, going towards the lava pit. Notice that there are 4 repeaters under there, all at max delay. Step 6. Notice how I led the redstone back a square. This is just to save time. After making this, you can build more track over it. Afterwards, proceed to making another circuit, like in step 3, intended to extend the time charged. Max delay on all repeaters still. Step 7. This is where it gets confusing, so I'm slowing it down a bit, into smaller chunks. Connect another little circuit to the step 6 circuit. Be sure to leave the block beneath the torch block out. This is for a future step. Step 8. Start dropping the track and place sticky pistons as I have done. Afterwards, place blocks for the pistons to push into place. I've left this out so it's easier to see what's going on. Make these powered tracks powered by a torch. This will just come in handy towards the end. Alright, step 9. Connect the torch from step 7 to both pistons. This screenshot pretty much explains it. Alright, step 10. After the powered rails from step 8, make a detector rail and make sure the redstone is running straight into it, as I have done. Step 11. Remember the block left out under the redstone torch block in step 7? Place another redstone torch on top of the block here. Run wiring from this to another torch block, making the lower torch unpowered and the upper torch powered. You know you did it right if the pistons are still activated. Step 12. The last thing you need to do is connect the setup from step 11 to your detector rail. This is so that the pistons will move for you on your way out of the mine. Yeah.